think I'm good. I think I'm on. Welcome to Two Songs at 8, the final episode, perhaps for maybe like the final episode of this type of two Songs at 8 for maybe like a next week or 2 weeks or so. I'm gonna do my two shows tomorrow and release the album tomorrow, and then maybe take like a week to just think on things and enjoy getting back into running again at sunset. Good evening, folks. I hope you're doing well today. How are you? Tell me about your days. And I will read you. Let me just make sure that I'm on YouTube. I'm not seeing any. Let's make sure I am on, right? Right? Yeah, it looks like I am. Okay. Good. So today I also had a backers meetup on Zoom, and it was so much fun. We were like just meeting each other. Many of us don't know each other, of course, and I was meeting just many of them for the first time. And today's was at 2 p.m. because there was some overseers, and it's just so cool that during the meeting, my album dropped in Europe, like right then and there. It happened, and they took a shot of their Spotify in France, and it's just like all out. I get all crazy. My guts get all like tingly. So for those of you who are ahead, you live in the Tomorrowland. It is already upon you. We have been birthed, and you can, I'm cutting the umbilical cord, and it's yours. Umbilical cord, is that what it's called? See, this is how you know when someone doesn't have kids. It's yours to keep and have and enjoy. And anyhow, good evening. Let me see who's here tonight. Tonight is a big night because tomorrow is the big day, and tonight is the eve. Silent night, holy night. That's how I used to sing until I got whipped into shape. Pentest, hello David. Hello tomorrow's Tony. Sergio, hi. And Mikey, also San Diego, hi. Elisa, oh my gosh, out of the woodwork. So, do you guys know each other, Sergio and Elisa? I mean, that would make sense. One's a book lover, one was a bookkeeper. That made sense. Yeah. So tonight I was trying to figure out what to do, and I think I have a couple of things in mind. So I'll just start off with some simple things from a long time ago. I am doing one song from my first album, one song from my second album, and there is definitely this kind of progression that happens. This is from my first album, Tear Girl. Seems like, gosh, like a lifetime ago. It's called Faden, and it's about a fish falling in love with a human. Because I was really into anime, and I think that was my way of putting things in metaphors for probably the kind of relationship I was in at the time. Just different existences overlapping for a minute. Is I've not performed that probably since like, oof, so long ago. Let's see. How are you doing? How are you today? Today is Thursday. I only knew that because I looked up at my laptop corner. And some of you have Teal Girl. I know. The original with the red, like dark red cover, I don't even have that anymore. I only have the printed DIY version. I think that one just kind of has to stay that way, very DIY, and so it's a very limited edition. Only very special occasions do I actually sit down and make those, because I don't even have a laptop that burns CDs anymore. So freaking obsolete. But then again, no one listens to CD anymore, so it doesn't matter. Or do you? Do you listen to CDs? Do you have a CD player? Do you have a laser disc player? Do you have a mini disc player? Which is pretty advanced, I'll say. But it was hot for like 5 minutes, and then it went obsolete, which I'm actually not sure why. Is that around the time? Wait, why did that happen? Why did it go away so fast? Because I really liked the mini disc player. That was my field recording go-to. That's what I recorded a lot of field sounds on Barkentine on. But I'm actually surprised that it went obsolete so quickly. I love the little like tapes. It was like a new way of having tapes, you know? And then it died. I have 2 of those, and I'm not willing to give it away. I just love them. Elisa and Sergio. I think I know who this mutual friend is. And if I'm right, this is either of the, there's 2 possibilities. Either of these have been in my life in a major way. If that is true, then blink. Okay, great. Thomas, you're so welcome. The cookies, I hope they stayed well for however long it took to get to you. I heard that freezing them is a good idea, which I never thought of, and I should always suggest that now at this point to do it for myself anyway. Good evening, Yarima. I remember you saying that you're an opera singer. That is hardcore. That is real deal. I remember taking voice because that was my instrument in school, and my teacher, I love her for it. Her name was Jane too, and maybe Jane's just super blunt because I feel like I am. And she was like, you know, Jane, you're not made for this. You know that, right? And like you would think that is a mean thing to say, but she was actually just laying it out on the table for me, which I completely understood. She was like, you're just not built for, like, you don't have a big larynx box, voice box. So you're not built for opera. You know that, right? And I'm like, yes, I super do. And I love that you think that, so that we can just put that aside and do something else. Do something that I will use. So she kind of leaned into just rebuilding. She just like broke me down, stripped me apart of all my old habits, all my bad breathing and tightening that I was doing, and just took like 2 years out of the 4 that I was there for her to like build my breathing again. And I just loved her for it, and she was so honest with me, and yeah, always be honest. It's good. It's a good. Okay, let's see. Faden, thank you. I enjoy that song very much. It's such a slow song though. Sometimes, you know, it takes a little bit to get into it. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Oh my god, I can't. You have a CD player in your car. I don't even have a CD player. Oh, do I? I do. Oh, I do. I should start using it. Holy crap. Okay. Good evening, Bob Hat and Roger. Right? Mini Disc. Oh my god, you guys have written so much. Mini Disc players I bought in Hong Kong into. Oh, nice. That must have been a goodbye. Goodbye. Like good, not goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that song was, someone was just asking what that song's about. That one was about a fish falling in love with a man who lives in the sky. The fish is, I guess, me, and sees this amazing person that she believes she can have a chance with. And remember just telling him that I'll be here waiting for you whenever you're ready for, fish. Okay. It was a strange time back then. Oh, Daryl, you have a cassette player in your car. Now I want to know the mileage per gallon on your car. Cassette player, like, that's a 80s car. 90s car, maybe, which could be really great mileage. FB is better for commenting. Oh, you think so? Okay. Okay, so tomorrow is the album drop, or more like in 4 hours, it's the album drop. And it's been a strange week altogether because I'm just in slight disbelief that it's finally happening, because I can fairly honestly tell you that 4 years ago to the month, I was writing this album. I was writing for my life, just to kind of see if there's a chance that there are songs in me still. And it is now 4 years later. We've all grown up a little bit. I've earned a new family, a new musical language, and it's humbling to know that I feel like if we just put our minds to it, we really can do quite a bit. And it's incremental against doubt, right? It's like you have to make yourself believe that you can do it, because we're so mean to ourselves sometimes and we can't even get ourselves started. But I've never worked so hard in my life than the way I have in the last 2 years. And I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. But I'm also the happiest I've ever been in my life, because my energy is spent doing everything that I absolutely adore with people that I absolutely admire and respect. I remember being in Ashland. We were doing shows 5-6 days a week, and we were running 2 different shows because we were, in rep theater, and we would have Mondays off, and one day in theater, that Monday is really sacred because you work so hard the rest of the week. And on Mondays, that's the day that I finally would get to dive in long distance with Sophocles and mix the album. And so every single week, I would just be like, Monday morning was my break. I would do laundry that morning, and then I would sit down and call in, and it'd be FaceTime him so I can see him, headphones on so I can hear him, get my speakers set up so when he presses play, our audio was hooked up together. So when he played, I would hear, and I was so tired that I was like physically having symptoms. Different types of pain started to come out. I was not taking care of myself very well, but I'm one of those that just like goes in with abandon. Sorry, I'm talking so much right now because I have feels. Okay. Shut up, Jane. Let's do this. Let's do the second song. Hi, Rose. So good to see you. Hello from Detroit. Whoa. Detroit. I think that's the first. I don't know anyone in Detroit. 97 Camry. That's a good car. That thing will keep let me guess, like 250,000 miles on that. And such great mileage, right? So I hope you get to join me tomorrow on the matinee or night show. Tell me which one you're coming to if you know already. Um, don't shut up, Jane. The feels. The feels. I'll do the second song first. I haven't done this one in a long time either. I don't think I've done this yet here, right? Have I? Okay. So this is a song that I a long time ago. This looks complicated, but it's actually not. This is just a box. In fact, it's a box with a mic in it. I'm just using it as a landing place for an acoustic sound reverberator, but I'm gonna just turn down my mic real quick because this song might get a little loud. Let's do that. Okay. So you might have to turn your end up because I don't want to blow out this mic. Okay. So this is a music box. It's all it is really is just the music box part here. I don't know why it's not focusing. Music box part here, the part that you like crank, you know, and then this is a music that I basically arranged and just punched holes onto the thing. It's diatonic, meaning that it's only one scale. It's C in 2 octaves. So C, D, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, and then that's it. So any song that I am to make into a music box song, it has to be in the key of C. And so there, you know, sometimes I have some weird chromatic stuff, so I had to like make it so that it works, which is fine. And then I colored it like a child. And so what I do is I put it on this thing so that you can hear it. And you can buy these kits like on Amazon. They're really fun, and if you have a musical family or a kid that like is into music, it's so much fun. Comes with everything you need. Accessible to all. Okay, here we go. This song is called Long Ago from the second album. Okay, bye. Have you ever watched them lovers in the park with words running like subtitles in the dark? Oh, it's always complicated, unlike yesterday when you and I sing that song that I delight to hear so long ago. So to all the smiles, was it mine that you preferred? Blessed was I by your side long ago, long ago. I have found myself this corner in the room, a room full of promises, fiction to the rule, for I meant it when we said goodnight. Still, your words I hear long ago, long ago. There was some flubs in there, but that's okay. I don't mind so much. Hope you enjoy that. I like the music box very much. Very, very much. Very much. That's my song before bed since I heard it. Oh, thank you, Yarima. That's really sweet. How is my health? I'm good. When I first got home 3 weeks ago, I had a little cold, congestion, and I've been good since then. I went on a run today, which is the first time, well, maybe second or third time that I've really like worked out for real to exercise my heart, because I have really high cholesterol genetically, and so I have to really exercise my heart to make sure that it's flowing. And so I like to go and sprint a couple of like few times, and then jog and sprint and jog, like repeat that cycle. And I've just been so out. My heart is out of shape. Like I can feel that since being in New York, and being in the show for a year and a half, my legs are fine. Like my muscle tone is okay, but it was like my heart was like beating so fast, just trying to pump blood to my brain. Anyway, but I'm good, thank you. Tell me how you guys are. Hope everyone's health is good. I had tofu for dinner tonight, which is a bit of a new thing this week. I haven't had tofu yet, and that was really good, yummy. Have you ever tried to play sitar? I have not. I don't even know how. I don't even get it. I know it's like this, but that's it. There's like 80 strings, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh wow, George, thank you for that. You've been listening since 2009. That's over a decade. Wow, that's crazy. How have you been this decade? Volume is lower than usual. Sorry, I will fix this immediately. Thank you for reminding me. Hope this is okay. Is this better? Yes, this is better. There we go. There we go. I am good. Well, we can't do gigs right now. Nobody can. And it's crazy to think that there won't be any public events. Concerts, theaters, movie nights, like museum music nights, receptions, award shows. Like, what's the Tonys gonna be about when no shows are going on? And for like a bulk of this year. So I'm not even thinking about gigging yet until, we get an idea of what it looks like. And when they start letting things happen again, it will be very incremental as well, because they can't just let the rush happen. Then the curve will go crazy one more time. You're so sweet. You guys are so nice. Health and family are good. I have a few friends not coping well. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I think this is really testing our coping mechanism. And it's sweeping everyone. And no one is left in the dust with this challenge to pick our battles, pick our internal gear. We have to put ourselves into a certain gear, but at the same time, let ourselves release a lot of this. And so, yes, Greg, this shit is dark. and it can be, but I think it helps to know that like no one is alone, even though no one is left, right? Like no one is left without this challenge, but we're together in this, which is helpful, very helpful. Okay, so with that, I want to share with you a little something that I am building for the next few weeks. These are little bits that discuss the songs, analysis of the making process. They're 2-minute song analysis bites that are digestible, and I just want to share. And some of this I will be showing off tomorrow at the stream. And so the stream tomorrow will just be the 4 of us with possible guests. I have emailed Matt Chamberlain to see if he'll come in, but I haven't heard back, you know, because he's got bigger and better things, I'm sure. And but you never know. He's a very earthy guy, and who knows? But he hasn't gone back to me. But for all you backers out there, my publicist is actually going to call in as well, because I want the world to meet the man that I was able to have on the team because of my backers, and he's just fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Stop. He is surprising. I'll just confess, I have the biggest artistic crush on Matt Chamberlain. Okay, moving on. Next. So, here we go. I'm going to show you 2 different episodes. The first episode, and it'll be like right here. First episode is about Nothing Love, and it's a short little bit. Tell me if it's too loud, okay? Here we go. Okay, sorry. Now you have me, right? Okay, now you have me. Okay, hold on. So, can you hear it now?
And this is kind of similar to how we would usually work. Was I would start like smearing paint on something, sonically, and then Jan would be like, okay, I like that. And then I would let her come in and do the fine grain kind of like, now that we have an idea, let me go in and actually put it where I want it and how I want it. Chorus tag, that sound, that instrumental sound that happens right after the chorus, that was the very, very, very first thing. It was birthed almost immediately.
We're so stupid! Nothing Love was written in 2013, I think. I tried it out at a couple gigs. I wasn't convinced because I think I was just like sick of myself and sick of hearing the way that I was playing in general, and I wanted something that was beyond my abilities, but I didn't know how to get it. And so I knew that it needed reworking with people who knew how to do things I didn't, and that's Sophocles, Max, and Albert.
And think you're about to play another 45 minutes of Fortnite. Ready?
La, 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 la.
Yay, thank you.
Oh. The chorus used to go.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. Was just that. Well.
And it used to be like the tail of that phrase. And we just switched it around. And like the energy just flowed. I feel like every time you're writing, there's a stretch of time where you reach like terminal velocity. You cannot go any faster. I think what was really great for us is like that was a long period of time. But it was just super productive. It was super joyful. I felt really high.
Nothing trying.
Yes, that was great going into the chorus.
Really? And that's that one. Yeah, you dig it. So it's like bite-sized, just little bits of information to share with the world, and that is something that I love doing. I love process, and so I always want to share it. And so I have like literally like hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage that I've been trying to sift through and put together. And so I'll show you the second one, or this is the third one, and it's about Sophocles and Max. Let me just double check about that sound situation. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Sorry, let's start over. Let me just open it up a little bit. You can hear it. Good sound, huh? Okay. Knowing who I am, I needed someone that had a similar amount of neuroses, meticulousness. When I first met them together and used Minotaur as the trial song, immediately I was struck by the mild OCD that was happening in the room. I was sweating with excitement. So in the studio, most of the time it was Sophocles, Maxwell, and I. They love the headiness of music, who are incredible gearheads, as well as abstract heads, so that I can speak my weirdo language. I wanted to feel more like knives. They'll be like, okay, hold on.
We haven't ever talked about this, but it was one of the weirdest things is you walked in and it was never like, hey, what are you working on here? Let me take a listen and make sure that I approve of it. You walked in, presumed that, okay, that's a thing, let's keep going. What do you think of this? I'm just playing around. But you were like, cool, all right, so you know the thing where the hi-hats are doing? Let's make them a little more glitchy and offbeat. And I was like, I haven't really worked it out yet. You're like, no, let's get in there and do it. And you just absorbed it immediately. At least the kick and snare part of that sound is like originally whatever I just put down in that like hour before you showed up.
Sure, let's do it.
So I just separated them a little bit.
That's hot.
That's pretty hot. And then we spent the rest of the time meticulous. Everything has to be meticulous. You have to the little hi-hats that are all off. That wasn't just accidental. Like down to the millisecond, we were moving those things over.
You're filming, aren't you? I am.
How about an accent? A little bit of an accent. Just kind of
like this kind.
I knew it! I was waiting for
no.
it. I literally laugh every time I hear him say that. It's so dumb, and it's so good. It's so dumb. Good lord. Okay, so those are some of the things that I'll be showing tomorrow. There's one more episode of those before I have to make more, and I'll be releasing those like once a week, probably on Facebook and Instagram. Those two seems to be kind of where I have been drawn to. I just can't do Twitter. I don't know what it is. I'm on it, but I don't do it. I can't seem to. I don't. Yeah, I'm just not. Meticulousness, is that a word? Meticulousness. What else? How do you call it? What do you say? CDZA was so much fun to work on. And like I love that both of them just took off. And Jonathan Baptiste is, the music director for Colbert. And I know that Michael the bassist, was playing bass for that band for a while, and the two of them were in a band together too. But I think he left the show, and he's now writing his own music. He's got so much music work in New York. I hope they're both okay. I haven't spoken to them or anything. Meticulousness. Yes. I know, I'm trying the vertical video thing. Just that's what the kids are doing these days. So, you know, I don't know. Okay. So I hope you get to join us tomorrow for 2 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Pacific. I, after this now, I will be baking a little bit. I'm going to bake some goodies to celebrate. And if I don't see you tonight on Instagram, I'm going on Instagram to do a countdown tonight. Holy crap, it's tonight. This is really happening right now. It's like hitting me right now. I'll be on Instagram tonight starting around 11:30, and I think a few of them might call in and we'll do a split screen thing. And if I don't see you though, I hope that you take it and run with it. Whatever you do with it, you can share it. You can hear it when you feel like you want an escape. I hope it's a good place for that when you want an escape. And I hope, I was writing this today, I hope that the strangeness of it, like I think it's probably my bravest work that I've ever made. And I hope that it can help during this time, and the strangeness of the sounds and the tactile organics of the sounds can be a bit of a soundtrack to ground us during this time. Thank you for everything. Now I'm getting feelsies. I will be seeing you so soon. I'm gonna go freak out and go scream in a closet now. I'm gonna do bubbles first though. Sorry, I just hit the mic. And then I'll catch you. Oh. I gotta protect my laptop. I also need a new laptop apparently. Okay. I love that you guys are reminding me bubbles. I love it. I'm running out now. This is the most I've used bubbles in like a decade. Thank you for watching these. I'll see you tomorrow night for another show of a different kind. We'll listen to the album. It'll be the first time I'm listening from the album, top to bottom, since listening to the masters. Be safe, okay? And have a great night. And I'll see you on Instagram at 11:30. Love you, bye.